Welcome to this episode of Cooking with Kirby. Today we're going to be doing some pork chops in the air fryer. Now when I use my air fryer, it's pretty much like simple meals. So I cook a lot of things that I don't put on film. And one of the things that I like to cook is pork chops. The air fryer does a really good job on cooking up pork chops. You don't get a dry pork chop, you get it cooked perfectly every single time. So no further ado, let's get down to the recipe so I can show you how to make it. You want to go ahead and get you some good pork chops. Now me personally, I love the rib cap on the pork chops. That's like my favorite part when it comes to pork chops. But just go ahead and get you some pork chops. And we're going to season this with some salt, pepper, and garlic powder. 1 part garlic, 2 parts salt, and 2 parts black pepper. Now just make sure that you give a good liberal seasoning on both sides of those pork chops because you want that pork chop to be nice and flavorful. Once they're seasoned up, we're gonna go ahead and get our air fryer ready, and we're gonna go ahead and set that to 380 degrees, and we're gonna set it for 16 minutes. Now let that preheat, and then once it's ready, we're gonna go ahead and put in our pork chops and just let them do their thing. You can spray oil, that's optional. I do because I just don't want things to stick. So just go ahead and let it cook. After 8 minutes, you want to go ahead and flip your pork chop. You want to get some cook time on that other side so that way we can add a little bit of color and that way it doesn't look so bland. But just go ahead and give it a flip and then just let it cook for the remainder of the time. And then once it's done, me personally, I like to get my pork chop to 145 degrees. That's where I like my pork chops cooked. If you want it, a little bit more done, go ahead and cook it for a little bit longer. But for me, this is the perfect pork chop for me. You got a nice juicy pork chop and it's fully cooked. As you see those juices, that cooked on my air fryer. The air fryer does a really great job on cooking a pork chop, and it comes out very juicy and very flavorful. So depending on what seasoning you want to use, you can use whatever you want. Just season your pork chop and put it in there and let it cook. So I hope you like the recipe. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button so we can see future videos just like this and many more. And also, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave it down in the comment section. I have a Nuwave Brio 10 quart, so if you have any questions concerning that, I'm very familiar with the air fryer. Oh yeah, I have these recipes. They're very good and you should try them out. Now y'all be beautiful and take care.